Hello. Today I'm going to show you how to make albóndigas. Just the way I make them. I really don't follow a particular recipe, but just how I make them. So for the ground beef, I use about a 1/4 cup of rice, minced or chopped cilantro, garlic, about a 1/4 of a large onion, heaping teaspoons of pepper, cumin, garlic powder, and salt, an egg for the ground beef, and then for the veggies I like to use potatoes, carrots, and celery. For the broth, I buy the low sodium chicken broth and I blend it with tomatoes so that it's a nice fresh consistency, I say. Yeah, let me go ahead and start mixing this together and I'll show you step by step. The ground beef, I'll mix in my spices. I'll mix in the garlic and the, oh my god, I'm blanking out. Cilantro. Hopefully I didn't say parsley, but it's cilantro. Cilantro. The onion. The egg. Without any shell, of course. Oh my god, I really messed this up. Okay. No shell went in there. Okay. Now I'm gonna start mixing this up. And yes, I washed my hands. Oh my god, I forgot the rice. It's uncooked. I'm gonna make the albóndigas somewhat small. That way the rice is able to cook thoroughly. I'll be right back. So these are the meatballs. Before I start boiling them, I like to fry them a little bit in a little bit of olive oil. So I'll do that before I put in the broth and before they start boiling and whatnot. Start frying these one by one. Not one by one, but just put them in the pan. I don't want to overcook them or over fry them, so I'll turn them here in a little bit, just so I have to get some little bit of brown spots, and then I'll put in the rest of the concoction. There's enough space for the broth. I sliced up about 5 Roma tomatoes and then added about a heaping tablespoon of noche suiza chicken bouillon, and I'll be blending that up with about half, or I think it's a cup of chicken broth. Ready to blend the broth. Use about a cup of the broth just so that I can blend the tomatoes, and then I'll dump that into the pot. And to add a little more of the liquid consistency, I'll add just regular water. That way it's not just all broth. I like to keep it as natural as possible. You can see these have already started browning. I'm gonna keep turning them maybe for like another 5 minutes, and then I'll add the broth, have that boil a little bit, and then I'll add the veggies at the end so that it's not, so that the veggies do not overcook and it's too soft. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the tomato and the broth blend. And then I'll add just water. Not too much because your veggies still need to go in there. So I'd say that was another 3 to 4 cups added to this. And then I'm gonna let this start boiling a little bit, and then I'll add the veggies. Boiling for about 5 minutes now. I've removed a little bit of the tomato that comes up, the broth that's up at the top. But I'll leave the rest of it in there just because it gives a good flavor. I'll go ahead and put in the veggies. Like I said, it's my celery, carrots, potato, russet potato. I'm gonna throw in a little bit more cilantro because I love cilantro. So I'll throw that in there and then I'll get back to you in a little bit. So I've already thrown my veggies in here. I'll let it boil for another 10 to 15 minutes. And then I'll just turn it off and let it sit on the stove so that way it finishes cooking through. The albóndigas have boiled for about 10 minutes now, so I'll go ahead and turn it off and just let it sit on the stove so that it cools down and it finishes cooking the veggies. Mainly the potatoes, because they're the hardest ones to cook, although it takes forever. But yeah, this is it. This is it, you guys. They're ready, and I'm ready to dig in. Here are my albóndigas. It smells so good. I'm so ready. I'm gonna have some tostaditas and chile de árbol, of course, because I love to enchilarme.